Is one of you good enough still? Are we noticing that the decade that has passed has brought us fruitful adventures? Or has nothing gotten better? That could be a problem.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So which one was made a decade ago? Don't quote me on that number. One of you is old and nostalgic. The other is trying to be cool. Is it even noticeable? So the old Sony X3000, which Sony refuses to upgrade. To your right, Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Leica natural, just a little different film sim every time you use it. Little side rant over here. I have never in my life gotten more negativity on these Ace Pro 2 videos. What's y'all jabrones' problems? All I know for sure is that just says, I bought a DJI. I don't like your other company. Mine's is a better one. I have a GoPro. Go home, pro. Unfortunately, nothing can beat the Sony X3000 still to this day. It's embarrassing if we're being real. I don't know why. Like, it's just so tiny and cute and fun in your pocket. If I were to put a wind fluff on there, let's just say I didn't. This would be your audio. It's not very windy right now. It should be pretty good. Hot damn, front facing. Is that a squirrel? It's a robin. Are you coming? No, let's be real. The Ace Pro 2 is better in every conceivable way, except the size. You're not matching the size or the form factor. No one's doing that camcorder look. If this had a little flippy screen, you don't even need it though. That's what's so good about it. There's no screen whatsoever. Don't even need it. Now, who has the more dynamic range, if we're being honest? You know what I love about the Ace Pro 2? I think they're the only one that lets you turn HDR off. Like, that's the worst part of any action cam. This Sony doesn't have magic HDR. It's like, oh, look at the dynamic range. But it's fake dynamic range. It's not real. And your face just glows. God, some people were voting the one on the left looked better. Are you joking? Look at the skin tones. There's no shadows. It's all fake. Y'all don't even have eyes to see your lies. Look at the action over here. Wow. He should be doing this. Just take it. The X3000's starting to show its age a little bit. Like, the Stab was never great. Like, it's kind of jerky and shaky, and it's like, I don't know, but like, for its day, it was top of the notch. It was better than any mirrorless. Not a Panasonic, but it was just like, holy shit, it's so stable, and it's optical stave, and it works at night. It's not digital. It's not freaky flashing lights in the back. Ow, I stepped on a rock. It's still good. Now, I would argue that the Sony has the more natural field of view. It's a 17mm non-fisheye lens, whereas this is like, what, 12mm and a fisheye? And then all your lenses that go on top, they're not like actual lenses. There's already a lens. They should be replacing the lens instead of adding on to it. Just weird. What are you doing? So, like, let me change that into a 18mm or something. Come on. But the amount of hate I'm getting on this camera, I don't even understand it. It's a tiny little action cam that has Fuji Leica film sims in here. And it's like, holy shit, it might be the most natural I've seen. And we fixed it with the close-up focusing lens, and we get just the minorest amount of... Did I turn the recording off? A little bit of tone there, maybe? Like, you're actually sharp now? Mic jack right in there? What are you doing here? You're complaining. I'm the one who complains, not you. It's no Sony X3000, but it doesn't have to be. Nothing ever will be. Not even a Sony camera will ever match this. They gave up on it. They abandoned it. Now, there is one deal-breaking flaw to me on the Ace Pro 2, and it's the 240 frames per second is absolutely class trailing. I don't know why it's so bad. I've never seen worse. It's just such an afterthought. It's a huge crop. It's like, why are you even doing it? What a lie. So whatever, let's see if you're as good, because you do 4K 120, you do full HD 120, and then HD 240 is really bad. You do 720p in H240. Just go to the music.
You're fake, a basic matrix slave, caved in,
just like Satan prays. Your never-ending quest for material success has left you an expensive mess. Your lesson is to fall apart and repeat the journey again backwards. From the start, as a starving artist tried to replace anger with love, but you felt disregarded. You hate the truth.
Okay, that might be a little safer of a comparison. We're now in horizon lock mode, which crops in a ton more, and I put stabilization on high instead of low. Hey, look, we have a sidewalk. Huh? I found a street with a sidewalk. Oh, this is exciting small town adventures, huh? And in case you may have detected a slight audio shift, we're now plugged directly into the X3000, which it's a little high. It's a little hot and compressed, but it gets by. Come on, it's better than like the unnatural sounds that come out of this thing sometimes. Sure, it's a little aggressive, but it doesn't really reduce the sounds of trucks passing you by, but it could. Right? I could barely hear it. This Ace Pro 2 has a long way to go to become like a perfect camera. It's a tiny sensor. It still has like this very sharpened look, but you also cannot reduce the noise reduction. I don't mind noise. I add film grain. What's the satisfaction? That wasn't the word. The obsession about reducing noise. Oh, can't have that in the shot. And then it looks all weird and fake. Whereas, like, this is at least trying to not be fake. It's Leica. Like, they actually listen to Leica, it seems. Are there dogs following me? This is bullshit. Sony's a pretty natural look. It's a Sony natural, but it wasn't as processed as, like, the GoPro. I remember when the 7 came out. The Hero 7 Rocksteady was announced, and I was like, okay, you're starting to compete. You might actually be better than... Like, you can't do a scooter ride on the Sony. Like, it's quite shaky. It's bad. How come this is a dead-end street? Usually they warn you with a sign that says no exit. I could walk all the way to the end with no exit. I will soon compare this to the DJI Pocket 3 for its ultimate death, and it will be slaughtered, and it will suck, and then I'll realize how terrible this machine is, but so far for an action cam, it's fun. I'm liking the natural look of things. The big flippy screen is nice. The fact that I can be in focus, and then you got your at least 4K 120, your HD 240 is utterly unusable. That's a big problem to me. So if that's not like being increased next generation Ace Pro 3 with the shotgun mic and the wind thing, I've given you all the ideas to be like the Sony X4000. All you have to do is listen to them. I'm not crazy. Low megapixels better. I don't need 50 megapixel my action cam for photos. Your little Explorer grip, oh, it's a shutter. No one's doing it. All right, how about a little angry dad walking test? Timmy, you have homework. It's not finished. Guess what? Your dessert's not gonna be finished by the dog. Not this time. You have to eat all your cake, and that's gonna suck, isn't it? You know, the reason you're getting an F- in math is not because I hold you underwater when you don't get an answer right. It's because you don't eat enough dessert. You know, the angry dad walking test became a thing because of how awkward digital stabe is. You're walking and it's like the background's super stable, but you're not. You're shaking around it. It's weird, whereas this is just natural. It's bad, but it's natural. You know, you can't even select HD. I can't even select it. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Unless you're like in slow-mo. I don't see it. I'm probably doing something wrong, but God, what's your problem? So like, I can't, I'm sorry I left the mic in the Sony for so long, but whatever, we had to see it. It was fine. I've switched film sims a couple times throughout this video. Little film, we're in vintage now. I realize I turned down the wrong street. I'm in suburb hell. Everything looks the same, but whatever. That's fine. There's a lot you could improve. You barely beat this today. Sorry it's overcast every damn day for the last month here. I don't know what's happening, but we don't have nice days apparently. It's tropical Canada, but it's like as if I'm in Vancouver. It's hell. I've seen some really nice Ace Pro 2 footage on other people's channels. I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. How come mine doesn't look like that? I don't know. I'm not good at this, but when you have sun, all of a sudden it goes from like very bland looking to, oh my God, wow, even the X3000 looks really good in the sunlight. One day we'll get the sun again. You know, I almost moved into this apartment, these condos, there's 2 of them. And we were there and they said, you get a free garage. And so once we got there, for some reason, they're like, there's none left though, sorry. Like, what do you mean? It's not a 1-for-1 apartment. It's like, oh, there's 45 apartments, but 41 garages. Sorry about that. The math got a little confusing. You know, Sony doesn't have any custom modes, and it's really awkward to switch into slow-mo, but just because you have custom modes doesn't make it easier either. Like, I can't seem to change them. It says, like, your custom mode's been updated. And then it doesn't save, though. I would like it to save. Where's that option? It's probably in there, but I haven't seen it, by luck. So who won the battle today, my friend? Was the decade-old Sony keeping up, if not surpassing, everything Insta plans to do in the future? Oh man, decades are not enough time to improve anything. I think we can all agree with that. Was the Leica color science at least better than decade-old Sony? Unlikely, but whatever. They're available through the links. There's a Cripple Hammer code for you. There's not even one available to buy. I'll try to find an eBay link or something. I won't make any money off it. It's not a very good business strategy, but I'll leave after Bitcoin leaves your life. Subscribe for more.